All right, welcome back. This is another member created, pre recorded live stream, right? If that makes sense. And on this video, I want to deal with this situation that is going on with Jeannie, who is a subscriber and member of the channel. Just like with all other stories, I'll report on a story and I'll do follow-ups on stories. And this one right here has me upset, and I'm going to share it with the New York City Councilwoman, with all of the social media platforms by the New York City parks and whatnot. So, you all remember the video I made where I used this. I covered this video and how inappropriate it was, unprofessional it was for this park to allow this. You know, there should be something in place where people can't even come inside these parks with dogs. To be honest, if you want to go onto the ballpark area, there should be some type of screening. Make sure you're not bringing dogs, because you're not supposed to have them on the ball field. Well, Jeannie confronted that guy, and then she contacted the New York City parks. Now, understand what the rules are, especially as it relates to that video that I shared. And these are their rules. Okay, they say such dogs, except for being unleashed, should be kept under control of the owner and shall not at any time harass or injure any park patron, and or harass or injure, damage, sever, mutilate, or kill any animal, tree, planting, flower, etc., shrub, or vegetation. Dogs shall not at any time enter any playground, zoo, swimming pool, and swimming pool facility, bathing area, and adjacent bathing beach, bridle path, fountain, ball field, basketball court, handball court, etc. They're not allowed on the ball field at all. This is their rules. No dogs on the ball field. And even in areas where dogs are permitted, they are to be kept on a leash, as far as I understand their rules and policies. So all this is a desire for the park to enforce their own rules. Good. Shout out to Jeannie in the house. Please correct me if I make any mistakes, because I might have a screwed up understanding of what's going on. But this is horrible stuff here, man. Horrible stuff. And I feel good. On weekends, I feel good. I can have at it. Owners of such dogs shall provide proof of current vaccination, rabies, etc. So after this happened, they actually responded to Jeannie, and this is what they said. They said New York City parks couldn't respond to your complaint because they didn't have enough information about the condition or location. Now let's stop. What does that mean? What do you mean? Yes, you mean a video that's not enough information? Where somebody literally recorded what happened and showed it to you? Here you see dogs on the ball field in the video and you still don't have enough information. Okay, they must have jokes, I assume. Well, how unprofessional is that? They continue. They said if the problem still exists and you would like to pursue this complaint, please submit a new service request with a more detailed description of the condition or location. What in the world are you talking about? Of the condition or the condition is you allowing people to bring dogs in there. Sound like an automated response, doesn't it? Some type of robot. It's not even applicable to the scenario, to the complaint. Thank you for contacting New York City Parks. Parks Enforcement has been made aware of this ongoing condition. Parks Enforcement will continue to spot check and address a stop it. Clearly, you're not enforcing the rules. Conditions can be reported by calling 311 or via the 311 app 24 hours a day. New York City Parks can better dispatch resources if 311 requests for services are made as close to the actual time of occurrence as possible. Man, you don't need to dispatch no resources. Just need to make sure people ain't bringing dogs in there. What are you talking about? So I would have been heated had they sent me this goofy letter in response to that complaint. Well, Jenny also made this tweet. Just so you know, these are the details of my second complaint and the response that they gave me for the second time. Now I'm thinking when I have time, I'll address this with my city council person. Wow, okay. Now, dangerous dogs are constantly unleashed in ball fields of the Marine Park. I was accosted and harassed by an unleashed bully breed in the ball field. I did make a complaint prior that you guys wanted to pretend that you didn't have enough information so you wouldn't have to respond to it. Right. That's all that was. They hate to respond to anything that involves a dog. So they just pretended like they didn't have enough information. That is ridiculous. And that's what I'm talking about. That's what had me heated. That's the kind of dog nonsense. See, they get on code with each other. They're getting on code with the dog owner. Always protect the dog people. No. That is ridiculous. He said, if this is not addressed appropriately, I will go to the media. This is a matter of public safety, and you are not enforcing your own rules. This also involves, after this guy broke their rules, it involves one of those bully breeds invading her personal space, approaching her, which literally, that's a threat. They say that it's acceptable if a dog interprets it as a threat if you invade their personal space. We know that dogs are always launching unprovoked attacks on people. So if a off-leash bully breed just walks up to you, that's threatening. So this also, if you ask me, this case also involves a physical threat. And the media should be involved. Angel Unleashed said, I will not re-enter this park anymore because it is dangerous for me and my children. And listen, anybody else who has a family, you better not go there either. Okay, this is exactly what social media is for. It's for the everyday people to do their own media work. This is my media work and advice. Do not go to this particular park ever, ever. We should do our best to make sure they do not enjoy any more revenue, at least not ours. And it's unfortunate our numbers are low. Eventually, we'll have enough numbers where we can hurt the pockets of every business, every institution, even if it's a chain. Can you imagine the sway we would have if we'll refuse to shop at, let's say, Kroger nationwide or global, because YouTube is global. That will hit them hard. That's people working together, right? There's power in numbers. If we're all doing the same thing, we got power. Simple as that. Because notice, their power comes from us doing the same thing, doesn't it? Going to their business and giving them our money. A bunch of people doing the same thing makes them wealthy, rich, and powerful. Well, if we're not giving you our money, you're going to fall flat on your face. Y'all better abide by these dog rules. And even reminded them, yeah, it's a matter of public safety. You're not enforcing your own rules. Forcing patrons to be endangered by unleashed, unpredictable, deadly dogs. And it's real good that she described them like that, because that's exactly what they are. Yeah, I will not re-enter this park anymore because it is dangerous for me and my children. I do have video footage of me being threatened and charged by a dangerous bully breed. And if this is not addressed properly, I will definitely make it known to everyone far and wide. Media outlets will be interested in my footage. And yes, and more should. This is a serious situation, man. Now, had those dogs launched an attack on her or her kids, this would be all over the news right now. Several media outlets, major media outlets, will be reporting on that, especially seeing that she got footage. This is really no different in my opinion, because it could have been one of those cases where an attack was caught on film and went viral. And it's all because they're not enforcing their rules. Simple as that. Now, Jeannie sent an email to the council person and tagged her in this tweet. Okay? She's in the thumbnail. That's the NYC Councilwoman. Said this is an ongoing problem in Marine Park, where law-breaking dog owners continually allow their dogs, especially dangerous fighting breeds, off leash into the ball fields where they're not supposed to be, according to your own rules of the Department of Parks and Recreation. Tuesday, October 24th, 6:20 p.m., I was accosted by an off-leash bully breed, which is dangerous and lethal if it decides it wants to attack. Dog owners were completely unapologetic and verbally abusive to me after they threatened my life with their dumb, worthless mutant by having it off leash and allowing it to charge at me. They had no control over that dog. I do have video of what happened, and I made 2 311 complaints that were answered inadequately and didn't suggest any solution to this ongoing issue. I shouldn't feel that I'm risking my life and my children's life by going to your stinking park to enjoy what my taxes pay for. I expect this matter to be dealt with appropriately. This is a safety issue, and they would treat it like it's a serious issue only after the dog ripped your kid's face off. Only then would they come out there, oh, we must do something. Oh, we have to make changes. This is the type of thing that you use to make changes. This is like a near miss. Because look, man, with that in mind, refresh your memory of the video. That's exactly what happened in this video.
Excuse me, could you put your dogs on a leash? Get them away from us. Get your pit bulls away from us. Get them away from us.
That's threatening. That's threatening. And this psychopath immediately tried to tell her to chill out.
Hey, chill out.
No.
He had the nerve, the audacity to tell her chill out, and he was about to go on to say that energy, about to try to chastise her on her energy. Are you insane? That is him showing completely no concern at all. No concern at all about what other people, that's a true psychopath. That energy, as if nobody has the right to be worried, concerned, or frightened by a killer. See, this is so ignorant. This is the type of thing that causes physical confrontations. Because there are some people in the world who would have done something to this individual and his dogs. Wow. And, oh, we don't have enough information. Here's this guy on their ball field and it's on film and they don't have enough info. What more information do you need?
No, you have no.
Is that not a ball field? Are those dogs not off leash? Enough information. That's just another example of how they bend rules, don't follow rules, allow dog lovers to do whatever they want. And I'm telling you now, she would have been within her rights had she gunned that dog down in this moment.
Could you put your dogs on a leash?
If you ask
Get
me,
them away from us.
because what are they approaching her for like that?
Get your pit bulls away.
Are you kidding me? Some people would have let loose at least on this dog right here. And that would have been all on the park's hands. It would have been all their fault. Because they're not enforcing their own rules. Why? Because they're scared of the dogs themselves. Big dummies. And it is this councilwoman who had the nerve to write back and say, we don't have enough information. Was it this guy? I don't know exactly who that was. But ma'am, we're going to wait for your response. This could have been a situation where a kid was torn apart and sitting in critical condition, all caught on camera. Same with Marine Park. Y'all want to act arrogant now because nobody was hurt. Somebody could have been. What's being brought to you was a near miss. It was nothing short of a near miss. No respectable business would have a near miss occur in their business and not make changes to increase safety. You had a near miss here because you don't enforce your own rules. What are you going to do about it? I like these member created videos. I can give more focus to each subject. Yeah, I doubt she'll do anything. Yeah, Jeannie's in the chat room, just in case you can't see the chat box. For some reason, after I upload videos like that I make in the members area, the chat doesn't show up for some reason. I don't know. I have to check that out. Yeah, going through the motions. Yeah, because that could have happened to anybody. That could have happened to me. It has happened to me. And it does happen to a lot of people all the time, where people will just break rules. These dog people don't care. And when they do that, everybody's in danger. Like that nutter who brought this giant dog in Kroger's one time. Well, I've seen 2 large dogs in Kroger's. Those things could have attacked anybody while they're in there. And if you're not supposed to bring pets in there, if that dog attacks somebody, you'll be able to sue that store. You'll be able to sue it. They couldn't even hide behind this idea that, hey, we're not allowed to ask. Yes, you are allowed to ask if it's a service dog. You're allowed to ask what task it's trained to perform. You're just not allowed to ask what disability that they have. Simple as that. Yeah. Yeah, that map. Got to be clear on that too. Exactly where this happened. Because what more information do they need? Okay? Cricket fields. Ball field. So what are they talking about? Not enough information. They will say anything, just to not do anything. You know, it's pretty pathetic. And we shouldn't have to bend over backwards like this, especially seeing that our tax dollars go to these places to support their infrastructure. We need more power over where our money goes. Okay, the second service request and their answer, right? Yeah. They never. Firearms are not. Oh, wow. Jeannie said firearms are not permitted in the park, even though it's our constitutional right to bear arms. But they let dogs in the park? Yeah, from what I understand, certain parts of the park, you can have a dog. You just got to be on a leash. But we know leashes are worthless. Mutt, break free, attack somebody. Nobody's got a gun. Now everybody's in trouble. Anywhere dogs are allowed, guns should be allowed. There's no way I'd live in places. What was that? That was somewhere in Europe. That was somewhere in Europe, a story I covered not long ago. And I found out for the first time, somebody in the comment section told me, not allowed to have guns over there. But people got big, giant killer dogs. That makes sense. Yeah, that is crazy. So we'll see. Yeah. And that's a good thing we're doing too. If nothing else, we're leaving a paper trail. That way, if the time ever come where we looking at potentially a lawsuit or filing a lawsuit, we'll have the evidence that we've made the complaints. And this is real good to do too, because we're basically documenting this on a database. It's no different. So, ma'am, Councilwoman, you know, I think it would be in your best interest to do something, say something. If nothing else, then if nothing other than a stern warning from the Councilwoman directly to the park, something. You're going to have to do something with these dog people. You see the statistics. Dog attacks are going up everywhere. They're on the rise. A big reason for that is because people are doing things like that more often. These people are getting more and more arrogant and comfortable because society caters to them so much. They're more likely now to let dangerous fighting breeds roam around off leash. That's a big reason why dog attacks are up. And the only way to fix that is to put your foot down. Should have never allowed them to have this much freedom in the first place. So I will share this with the Councilwoman and the parks. Hopefully we can get a response out of these people. And I will chop it up with you all on the next live stream.